Hi everybody, in this video, I will show you guys an amazing scalping strategy on the 1-minute time frame that works well on Forex and crypto. I will explain the strategy and the indicators used in it in detail, and then we'll also see what improvements can be done to it to make it more profitable, so make sure to watch the video till the end. Before we start the strategy, I opened a free Telegram channel where I share my buy and sell positions for free. Follow the link in the description for free access. So I'm using a Bitcoin chart on a 1-minute time frame, and this is what our chart is going to look like when we are done setting up our indicators. I'll quickly cross these out, so that I can explain everything from the beginning. So this strategy consists of 3 indicators, so let's go ahead and add them to our chart. For the first indicator, in the Indicators tab, we'll search for 1-minute scalping system and add this one by Gustavo Ruby. For the second indicator, let's search for ATR Stop Loss Finder, and add this indicator by Verifid to the chart. And finally, let's search for Williams percentage. And we'll add this one to our chart. Now we need to adjust these indicators. So let's first access the settings for this 1-minute easy scalping, and change the inputs. So we're going to change trend length period from 100 to 88. We will also change the style, so in the style section, let's change the colors for the second bar to yellow, and we're only going to leave these 3 options checked. Now let's customize the ATR Stop Loss Finder. First let's get rid of these tables, as we don't need them. And we're going to change the ATR multiplier from 1.5 to 0.85. Also, let's untick this option. We're not going to change the settings on the Williams indicator. We're just going to leave it on default settings. Now that our chart is set, let's understand the rules for this strategy. So here are the rules for entering a buy trade. We're only going to be looking to buy if we have the following criteria met. So first, the baseline has to be colored in green, and the whole body of the candle has to be above the line. Then the Williams percentage has to issue a new buy signal. This happens when the yellow line crosses above the blue line. And the last condition will be to have our candlestick colored in green. If the Williams percentage issues a new buy signal, but the candlestick is still yellow, we're going to wait for a green candlestick. Okay, so we see all our conditions are met, so we will place a buy order at this candle. Our stop loss will be set at the ATR band. And we're going to be targeting 1.5 times the risk. As you can see, this trade would have ended in a profit. Now let's go through the rules for entering a short trade, which are exactly the opposite. So we're only going to be looking to sell if the line is red color, and the whole body of the candlestick has to be below the line. Then the Williams percentage indicator has to issue a new sell signal, and for that, the blue line crosses the yellow line upwards. And lastly, the candlestick has to be colored red. So we see all our conditions are met here, so we're going to place a sell order at the close of this candlestick. Our stop loss will be set at the upper ATR band, and for a risk to reward ratio of 1.5, this would have been a successful trade. So basically the idea behind this strategy is that first, we want to identify the direction of the trend, and this baseline helps us a lot, and the reason we need to have the whole body of the candlestick above the baseline is to avoid the range in the market. This Williams indicator is pretty good, however, we do see that sometimes it issues quite a lot of false signals. Here is an example where you wouldn't have entered the trade. Here we see the line is green color, and the Williams issued a new buy signal, but the candlestick is not fully above the baseline, so we're just going to ignore signals like these. Also here we see the line is red color, the body of the candlestick is below the line, and we had a new signal to sell. But, we see we didn't get any red candlesticks during this sell signal, so we're going to have to wait for a new signal. I believe we can improve the strategy, and make it more profitable. So as I said, this Williams percentage indicator issues quite a lot of fake signals, so we're going to replace it with another indicator. So in the Indicators tab, we'll search for ADX and DI, and add this one to our chart. Now we need to make some minor adjustments, so in Settings, first let's get rid of this ADX, and this 20 level. Now the strategy is complete, so let's get into the trading rules. So the rules are pretty much the same in terms of the baseline, and the position of our candlesticks. So we're only going to be looking to buy if we have the baseline colored in green, and the whole body of the candlestick has to be above the baseline. The ADX has to issue a new buy signal, where the green line crosses the red line upwards, and our trigger candlestick has to be colored green. So we'll enter this trade here. Our stop loss will be set at the lower ATR band. And for a risk to reward ratio of 1.5, this would have been a successful trade. You can notice right away that this indicator issues way fewer signals, but those signals are more accurate. So exactly opposite is true for a sell trade. We're only going to be looking to sell if the line is red color and the body of the candlestick has to be below the line. Then the ADX has to issue a new sell signal and our candlestick has to be red color. So we'll enter this trade here and set our stop loss at the upper ATR band. And for a take profit ratio of 1.5, this would have been a successful trade. Also, there is a very important exception in terms of the entry rules. So if we have a new bullish signal issued by the ADX indicator, and the candlestick is colored in green, and it's above the line, but this line hasn't caught up yet, we're going to have to wait for the candlestick to fully close before we can enter the trade, and if the line turns green on the very next candlestick, we're going to have to take that position. Obviously, we're not going to be waiting for the second candlestick to close. We can see how well our strategy is eliminating losing trades when the market is moving sideways. We see none of these signals were valid because they didn't meet the requirements, and as soon as the price started trending, our indicators give us signals to open a sell trade. So basically that's the gist of this strategy. Make sure to backtest this strategy before using it. I hope you understood the strategy. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video.